Hello everybody, it's time to roll the wind. Tonight I'm going to be shooting from the hook down here on this end next to the camera. But I'm just going to be throwing a 3-finger toss from the hook with a decent amount of spin, not a lot of what I would say overspin. I'm going to try to keep it low for obvious reasons. We've got a little bounce down there. But I'm just going to be throwing that 2-1, 2-3. It's a traditional, you know, I've got 2 different size dice here. Okay, I'm going to use a smaller dice tonight. These are pretty fresh. Pretty darn fresh. Nice cut edge. Going to make the dice bite. Well, whether that's going to be a good thing or not. Well, it's going to be 8. 6, 2, 8. I'm trying to keep it low. Enough spin to make it stop down there. And as you know, there's a lot of bounce down there. Well, throw that one a little too hard. Hit the bottom of the rubber. That's the problem I'm running into by trying to throw it as deep as I am. I'm overthrowing my target just a little bit. Let's try another go at it. A little short. Bounced all the way up and hit the bottom of that rail down there. So yo. Six, 5, yo. Toodaloo. Getting a little better. Hadn't thrown much from down here yet. Kind of a loose cannon over there, got a 3 out of it. I normally throw a lot of 3s. With that dice set. A single pitch action. Go. It's a hard 10. That'll be the point. Could repeat that, would be in great shape. Again, it's just a 3-finger grip. Conventional toss. Trying to throw it right down in there like that. 2-1. It's another 3. Short. Got our point. 6, 4, 10. Got her point. I'll reach over here and turn this mic towards me just a little bit. Alright, so we're coming out for another point. Probably a good idea if this was live to put a little horn bed or ace deuce action, something out there. There's that ace deuce. Two one. One, two, three. Be a great time to parlay. Whoa, that one took a wild hop. Parlaying on the horn, you're doing good because we just threw another yo. 6-5. One guy got away from us there. Game within a game would be good. Five, 1, 6. 6 will be the point. You can tell when you pick up these smaller dice if you've been playing with the bigger dice. A little short again, got a little too much hop. Man, look at all these horn numbers. It's 3 yos and 3 ace deuces. Killing the craps table with that. Five, 4, 9. Finally hit a box number. I'm probably playing this bounce in a most unconventional fashion for some people. When you're short, you get a big hop. As hard as I'm throwing it. And aces. Tell you, the field is paying off. Horn bets paying off. Would have to be venturing into some of that action. There's an 8. I can tell for the most part if I hit the right spots down in here about 2 to 3 inches from the wall. I'm not getting a lot of bad reactions. The dice are landing pretty flat, looks like, from down here. That was a little too hard. Still got a 10 out of it. 6, 4, 10. Dice are both right on the same line. They're both setting, so I've got decent action or reaction off the wall. They're a little far apart. and that light. They were sitting both right there at the same distance. Those little things, the dice will speak to you if you listen to them. A lot of times. I threw that in more of a traditional arc. Still got close to the wall and got a 9 out of it, 5-4. Just keep tossing this for a minute. 2-1, 2-3. Another 9, 6-3. It's 3 9s, 3 10s, 3 O's, 3 ace deuces. Which one's gonna win the battle? Other than that pair of aces, we got nothing below the 6. Too hard. 5-4-9. Oh, so I thought they were going to hit the rubber, and they just almost did. They just almost did. Four, 2, 6. There's our point. Again, I threw that one short. But they landed flat enough, and they just scooted to that rubber and came right back. Had a little bit too much heat on it. We got the point out of it. Alright, so we're coming out. Looking for a new point. Place your crap checks and horn bets. Whoop, short again. So 8. 6, 2, 8. Key to this type of toss is a decent amount of spin, not an overspin, not trying to just multiple spins, but the real trick is to keep it low into the wall. 4, 2, 6. Got a big bang out of that, got a 12 out of it. There's the tall. 30-1. Probably a lot of luck on that. We always take luck when you get boxcars, when you need it. It's a long payout on those prop bets around the table. It's a good idea to turn your bets off for a throw. Be surprised at how many sevens roll. Hope I didn't just jinx myself right after a come out, or right after one side of the all tall smalls hit. That one had a lot of curve to it. Another 6. 4 6s, 4 9s. We have a new contender in the house. The 6 is playing. Too much. Another 9. Six 3. I like it. I like it. Used to be working pretty good. Just one of them things you gotta kind of wade in lightly on the table. Try at your first toss. 6 4 10. Six 14. I'm tossing from about the center of the pass line back here. Center body. A little high, a little short. 5 2 7. 5 2 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Ended up with 15 scoring hits, never a 4, never a 5. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 hand toss, hit the tall. Repeaters. 4 10s, 5 9s, 4 6s. I'll take that hand every time. Every time. So let's look at, I'll move up. Bring my rag here with me. I'm just bringing this rag because I don't have the cushion on this yet, and these rails cutting into my hand a little bit because I like to brace myself. I like to brace myself on the rail. I'm just taking that 2 1, 2 3. It's a small dice. And just right up against the wall. 4 2 6. Those are my landing zone's probably in the 2-inch range on that type of toss. If that's too much bounce, you're throwing it too hard, too much spin. You've got to be soft with it. You want them to land as flat as possible down there to absorb that energy. Use that cushion to absorb that energy, then more energy off the wall than to sit down. You want them by the time they're coming off the wall to have as little energy on them as possible. You can't will them the right die set. Again, alright, so I'm throwing it like stick left 2 right now. Drop that dice. 6 4 10. I dropped that right out of my grip. This is a die set I have a love-hate relationship with it. Sometimes I just avoid it. Sometimes when it's working a little bit too hard, you heard it hit the rail, it hopped 639 out of it. I don't want them to hit the wall. I don't want them to jump straight up like that. When they jump straight up like that, they're coming in and landing, digging on this front, and sticking. The front is sticking in the surface down there and making it hop straight up instead of landing flat. So when you have dice that are popping straight up, you know that the leading edge is digging in and it's kicking them up. Just a little off in the finesse on that particular toss. Six three. So we're still making some box numbers. All them horn numbers disappeared on us after we got started. It's a funny thing about just moving a few feet, how the dice react. This is probably more like stick 1.5, I guess. That was a little bit of a short throw, and as soon as I bring it up, there comes the yoke. 6-5. So if you've got a bouncy practice rig, you're probably a little bit ahead of the game on a lot of the tables that are out there. But if you're having trouble with control, try to soften your throw. Go with a little less rotation. Just kind of in your mind, imagine going down, making 1, maybe 2 revolutions, and landing flat down there. Five, 3, 8. I'm not even, this is not a brag, it's just kind of, it generally takes me a few times on a table with different bounce characteristics than say the one I just left. If I'm on it enough, if I'm not dialed in on it in 4 tosses, I'm out. I'm leave it, go somewhere else. It's either your toss isn't working, there's just something that's not in sync. So don't sit there and just keep playing. If you can avoid it, and what you need to be doing, if nobody else is doing well, is go to the dark side, play the don'ts. I was a little short. 6-1-7. You notice my short throws are what's yielding these 7s. I hit that one right there on that pass line and step back here. 6-1-7 on a short of my landing zone toss. So that 7's on me. That 7's not on the table. It's not on the diamonds. It's not on the bounce. That 7, as far as I'm concerned, was on me. I missed my landing zone. Practice like you play. Play like you practice. And roll to win.